When the Swedish nightingale, Jenny Lind, was at the height of her popularity, things were named after her, including a crib, several places, town names, schools, what have you, but also recipes. There was something for Jenny Lind cake that I discovered, but also Jenny Lind soup. Some people have heard of Jenny Lind cake, but very few people, it seems, have heard of Jenny Lind soup. So I'm making Jenny Lind soup today. I'm modifying the recipe a little bit. I have the original recipe down in the description if you want to play along. I couldn't find some of the ingredients, and I'm also cutting it down by a third, mostly. Look, I mean, it's either gonna be good, like surprisingly good, or it's gonna be downright vile. I don't know, and neither do you, so this is why you're watching, apparently. Hi. The first step is to make a quart of stock, and it doesn't actually specify the stock, so it could be beef stock, or chicken stock, or wood stock, or blue chip stock, or yak tongue stock, I don't know what. We're playing fast and loose here. Oh, gosh. Look at this. This is why people are vegan. It's gonna be chickeny. There we go. Okay, we've successfully made our stock. Now, the second step is to add 3 ounces of sago, so I'm cutting that down to 1 ounce. And also, I couldn't find sago, so I have instead slightly expired tapioca. I almost said inspired. I guess it is inspired. It is a kind of starch. Sago is a kind of starch. I just couldn't find any. So I have exactly 1 ounce of tapioca. Pour that into here. So I'm just going to whisk this in. It says boil for 20 minutes. So that's exactly what we are going to do. We're about the 19-minute mark as far as boiling is concerned. This is deeply strange looking liquid, really bubbling up. Seriously, I'm taking down the heat a little bit. The next step is to add 3 tablespoons of cream to 1 egg yolk and whisk. This is where the portions get a little out of whack. If this was a true thirding of the original recipe, I would be using a yolk and a third, and I'd also be using like a third of a teacup of cream. So I'm just using about 45 milliliters here. This is also half and half because I didn't have cream on hand. Let's whisk this. It does warn that we need to stir together quickly for 1 minute and serve, but it says do not let it boil or it will curdle and would not be fit to be partaken of. I should have just used straight up cornstarch. I like tapioca, personally. I've liked it in everything I've had it in. Almost at the end. Let's serve this bad boy up. This smells like chicken broth. Final step. Add pinches of sugar, salt, pepper, nutmeg, thyme, and parsley to taste. Original recipe also says you can add bay leaf to taste. So if you really like bay leaf for some reason, you could do that. I'm not saying you shouldn't, but I'm not saying it's a good idea either. Crack that pepper. Get some thyme in here. Parsley. Nutmeg. Oh, this is the final product. Does not look that bad. I don't know if the lighting here is any good, but it seems vaguely... Oh, it's not really a soup. I made a freaking tapioca pudding. It's not bad. Mostly I'm just tasting the spices I put in afterwards. I mean, it's just a thick chicken stock with some spices in it. And if you like that kind of consistency, this really isn't bad. Legend has it that this used to be what Jenny Lind would eat after a concert to soothe her throat. And you can sort of tell how, even if that's not true, you can see how that would have come about, because this has a very soothing quality to it. I forgot to add sugar, though. Let's see. Always keep your sugar handy. Oh, that's a bit much. Oh man, the sugar makes it. This is good. This is actually legitimately good now. Either this is good or I have low standards.